Hello students, welcome to my channel Foundation Mathematics. In this video, I have taken up a very simple sum from arithmetic progression and I'll help you out with the trick to solve it. So let's see what is given to us. We have to divide the number 24 in 3 parts and those 3 parts should be in AP and also their product is 440. So basically this 24 has to be divided into 3 parts A, B and C such that A plus B plus C is definitely 24 because you are dividing 24 into 3 parts and the product, that is A into B into C, is 440 and also these 3 numbers are in AP. That means B minus A should be equal to C minus B. Now there is a specific trick for doing sums of this type. Okay, so what we do is, since we are given that there are 3 numbers which are in AP and their sum is 24, we generally assume the 3 numbers to be in the form A minus D, A and A plus D. Now what is the purpose of choosing the numbers in this way? We could have easily chosen the numbers as A plus D, A plus 2D, but this increases the calculation. So it is always advisable that when the number, that is the given number, is to be divided into odd number of parts, always choose the middle number to be A. Suppose you have to divide this into 5 parts. Then what you do is you take the middle number as A and take the common difference as D. You see the difference between successive numbers is D, right? So the difference between successive numbers is D. Now if you take the middle number to be A, there are 2 numbers before A and 2 numbers after A and the common difference remains as D. So the number just after A should be A plus D and the number just before A should be A minus D, right? Then what should be the number before A minus D? It should be A minus D, that is A minus 2D, and the number right after A plus D should be A plus D, that is A plus 2D. So if you are given odd number of terms, then always take the middle term to be A and the common difference to be D. Now let us see how we can proceed with the given condition. We are told that the sum of these 3 numbers is 24. So firstly we are assuming the numbers as, let the numbers in AP be A minus D, A and A plus D. So what are we told? We are told that the sum of these 3 numbers is 24. So we can definitely write this as A minus D plus A plus D equals to 24. What do you see? You see that this D is getting cancelled, and just to bring a linear equation in one variable, we have taken the numbers to be A minus D, A and A plus D, so that D gets cancelled. So what do we get? We get A, that is 3A equals to 24, and from here A is equal to 24 by 3, so A is 8. Now once we have got the value of A, we will use the second condition, that is the product of the 3 numbers is 440 and we will find the value of D. So now we have the product of the 3 numbers, that is A minus D, A and A plus D. This is equal to 440. Now we know that x plus y into x minus y equals to x square minus y square, and we are going to use this algebraic identity here. So we get A square minus D square, right? We are getting A into a square minus d square equals to 440. So what is a square minus d square? This is 440 by a, and just substitute the value of a now. So we have 8 whole square minus d square equals to 440 by 8, which is obviously 55. So it's easy to find the value of d now. So we have 64 minus d square equals to 55. This gives us d square equals to 64 minus 55, and which is 9. So obviously d can be plus 3, d can be minus 3 also. So there will be two cases. Firstly, with a equal to 8 and d equal to 3. So a is 8 and d is 3. So what are we getting? Therefore, the numbers are a minus d, a, and a plus d. So obviously a minus d, that is 8 minus 3 is 5. Then you have a, which is 8, and then you have a plus d, which is 11. So the three numbers in AP are 5, 8 and 11. Next, what happens is, if you take d equal to minus 3, this just gets reversed. This is an increasing sequence. In that case, you will get a decreasing sequence. So a equal to 8 and d equals to minus 3 should give you will just get the same thing but in the reversed order. So it is going to be 8 minus of minus 3. Then you have a, and then you have a plus d. So what are you getting? This is 11, this is 8 and 5. So the three numbers which are satisfying the condition which is given in the question and they are in AP are 5, 8 and 11. Next we will discuss another sum which is of the same type but with even number of terms. So you see, you have to find 4 numbers which are in AP. The sum is given to be 28, and most importantly the condition that the sum of their squares is 216. So basically you have to divide 28 into 4 different numbers, say A, B, C, D, such that A plus B plus C plus D is obviously 28. The sum of their squares, that is A square plus B square plus C square plus D square, is 216, and the 4 numbers should be in AP. So that means A, B, C and D should be in AP. So in the previous case we had 3 terms, and I told you if you have odd number of terms, say 3 or 5, you take the middle term to be A. But it is slightly different. The trick is slightly different if you have odd number of terms, even number of terms. So in this case, what happens is you have even number of terms. So you have 4 terms, right? Take the middle 2 terms as A minus D and A plus D. Our intention is to find the value of A first so that we can get rid of D in the first equation. So what is the common difference between these two? The common difference is, the difference between these two is definitely 2D. Why? Because A plus D minus A minus D gives us 2D. So what do you see? The common difference is 2D. So what should be the term just before A minus D? It should be A minus D minus 2D. That is A minus 3D. So this term should be A minus 3D. And what should be the term right after A plus D? It should be A plus D plus 2D. That means it should be A plus 3D. So you assume the numbers to be A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. So these are the 4 numbers taken in order. Now what are you given? You are given that the sum of these four numbers is 28. So that means a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d is equal to 28. And we see that the terms containing d is getting cancelled very easily, and we can find out a from here. So minus 3d and plus 3d gets cancelled. Minus d and plus d also gets cancelled. So what are we left with? We are left with 4a's. So from here we have 4a equals to 28, and this gives us a equal to 7. Now very easily we can find the value of d, rather the values of d. So we are told that the sum of squares is 216. So we use that condition. That means a minus 3d whole square plus a minus d whole square plus a plus d whole square plus a plus 3d whole square, this is equal to 216. Right? We will not expand directly, but we can use an identity. So we can use this x plus y whole square is x square plus 2xy plus y square, very well known to all of us. And what is x minus y whole square? It is obviously x square minus 2xy plus y square. Now once we are adding these two, what are we getting? X plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square. The 2xy part, that is the middle term, is getting cancelled, and we are just left with 2x square plus y square. So instead of expanding what is given to us, we can directly apply the identity. So we can write it as a plus 3d whole square plus a minus 3d whole square and a plus d whole square plus a minus d whole square, and this is equal to 216. So applying this identity, we are getting twice of a whole square plus 3d whole square from the first two, and from the next two we have twice of a whole square plus d whole square equal to 216. Also we can factorize this further. What can we do? We can take this 2 common, and what are we getting? We have a square plus 9d square plus a square plus d square equals to 108, because half of 216 is obviously 108. Again we can take 2 common. You see we are getting 2a square plus 10d square equals to 108. One thing you must have observed that I have still not substituted for a. I will do it in the last step. So we have a square plus 5d square equals to 54, because half of 108 is 54. Now put the value of a. So a that we have obtained is 7, and we have 7 whole square plus 5d square is 54. This gives us 5d square equals to 54 minus 49, which is obviously 5. Hence d square is 1 and d takes 2 values plus and minus 1. So there will be 2 cases. Case 1, just like the previous one, case 1 would be a equal to 7 and d equals to 1. So the numbers are a minus 3d, if you remember what we had taken, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. So what do we get? A minus 3d, that means 7 minus 3. So we have 4. A minus d, that means 7 minus 1. So this gives us 6. A plus D, 7 plus 1, this gives us 8, and A plus 3D, that means 7 plus 3, this gives us 10. Now in the second case, what we do is we take D equal to minus 1 and we will get the same thing but just in the reverse order. This is an increasing sequence, the next one is going to give us a decreasing sequence. So this is D equal to minus 1. So the numbers are 7 minus 3D, 7 minus D, 7 plus D, and 7 plus 3D. So what do you see? You get the same thing just in the opposite order. So this is going to be 10, 8, 6 and 4. So the numbers which are in AP are 4, 6, 8 and 10. Taken in any order, they will satisfy the condition. So you have seen that there are two types. One with odd number of terms which has got a specific trick, and the other one with even number of terms. These sums are very common for your exams also, but these are easy and scoring. So I hope you have found this video useful, and you can write to me in the comment section. For more such videos, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.